Hello, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, my American brothers and sisters. What was your first thought? We all thought the same thing once again. Yeah. Think about this brother, right? He's one of the biggest titans this side of the pond, right? He has brought out so much. He has called out everybody. Just think, remember his channel a year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago. How much did he bring out showing his face? And London's only small. England's only small. Right? This is what made me respect the brother so much. He was bringing out so much. Yeah. And he was showing his face. How many times has he been banned? How many times has he been suspended? He come back, do the same thing. He's called out big people. Vlad TV. Yeah. And even YouTube know when he had his problem with Vlad TV, he slapped down man's email address. And even I emailed Vlad and I told him, lay off our boy. And he got banned again, he was gone. Now, Tail Ministries, I have left messages on your channel and I have sat there and watched them be deleted. Something inside me made me question you, but I was like, no way. I'm not going to do that. This is these guys. This is the tube, right? Because the thing I said on your channel where it got deleted is because they didn't like it, what I said. It was your video when you brought out how Americans, Europeans, white folks, whatever, were moving to Africa. And I remember the whole panel getting emotional. And even one of the ladies, she sounded tearful. Right? And I sent a message, very positive message. Feel no way about this. Feel no way about this. Now, I'm not sure if this video is even going to get out there, because this is exposed in the tube. Feel no way about this. Isaiah 14, feel no way about this. People are moving and buying up land and property in Africa. This is Isaiah 14. They just don't know it yet. That's what I said. Now, after that, every single message that I've sent on your channel, I've sit and watched be deleted. I've even come back the next day and checked and it's deleted, 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 deleted. Now, before DCA disappeared for the longest time, the longest period, this was about a year ago, maybe more, I thanked him for changing my life. I even asked him to do short, sharp videos that we can send to our youngers, our nieces, our nephews. Ones that hit home. Now, the powers that be did not like this, and I thanked him for changing my life. And then he disappeared. So what was your original thought? Something's happened to the brother. So I'm about to continue and finish watching all you guys talk about TCA. But I just want you to hold on to that first thought, that something's happened to this brother. Shouldn't we be praying? I'm worried. I'm worried. And you didn't ask the right questions. Because like I said, you know, I've been down that rabbit hole. I've been down the rabbit hole. And I had to come back out because it was too much. I've been in these scripts and listening to your channel, and I've had to like take a little step back because it's just, and I need to let some stuff sink in. And I don't know, something has clicked inside me reading these scripts, and just to let the anger go, let the hatred go. If we believe this book, what's the point in all the hatred? It's inevitable, isn't it? If we believed it, then we believe this book is inevitable, right? So what's the point in all the taunting and rubbing it in and the hatred? For the inhabitants of the country we're still in, whether it's Britain, whether it's France, whether it's USA, whether it's anywhere, let it go. Because in this community there's a lot of hold on to your original thought, please. You should have asked the right question. And please, TCA, can you hold up today's newspaper and put your face? Because he's done it many times before, and I'm sure he would do it again just to prove, because the way he was speaking, it's just like he don't care. He's adamant. I'm gonna die on this hill, and I'm gonna stand firm. So if you ask that right question, please show us your face. Show us today's newspaper. Yeah. Then we would know it was him, and I'm sure if it was really him, he would do it. So what I'm asking you to think now is hold on to your original thought. This is why I said let it play out. I ain't saying anything. Let it play out. Let it play out. Let it play out. Because think about your last build with him. Yeah. And he was calling your uncle. The respect. He did not repeat that. Now, those 3 months where he disappeared, they could have easily hired some actor who's taken his 30 pieces of silver. He can do the West Indian accent, and he's from the West Midlands. Is that the Birmingham area? Is that West Midlands? The Midlands? Forgive me if I'm wrong. Well, the Birmingham area, you know. They could have easily had some actor who has been practicing for 3 months, maybe longer, to speak the way TCA does, to notice the key words, the key phrases, the words he uses, like, oh, I'm being sarcastic, I'm being facetious. I know my guy, like, I've been listening to this guy for like 4 years now, yeah? But there's certain things that were missing. And even if it is TCA, you have to consider what he's brought out. How many times he's disappeared, how many times he's upset the tube, how many people he's called out, even while showing his face, laughing, taunting. And he disappeared, and his channel has kind of changed a little bit. Even I felt that. Yeah. What if they have gotten a really good impersonator? And we all know the technology can do the voice perfectly. Now, I understand why you guys don't show your face. you shouldn't, because your leaders, your titans, in this word, and a lot of things you've said has come to pass, right? So it's not about calling you out, making you show your face, but consider he did, and he brought out a lot, and he mocked the hell out of them. So think about, if he is in a site, if he has been snatched up, they have his children, family. Even if he was to come on camera, they have his family. Which is why I think people like me who are important in this walk, that I'm single, I don't have any kids or anything to worry about. My family know if something happens to me, they know exactly why. So go back and watch your video again. If TCA has been snatched and you were talking to that imposter, just think about the way you're talking about him now. Would y'all be happy with that? And y'all supposed to be discerning. You didn't keep your original feeling. You should have let it go. You should have just let it play out and sat just a little bit longer and let the people who he did call out deal with TCA. Because I'm just so uncomfortable with what I've seen and what I've heard. We all know the deception is there. It's coming. Even the very elect. We all know many of us will die for this. And if we believe this is the last days, then shouldn't you be like, do you know what? I'm not going to say nothing. I ain't going to say nothing because I know what time it is. Because all this arguing and bickering between some of your important people to us. You've taught us so much. Like, we tune in every week to you guys. Your family. And to hear you guys fighting and arguing. Painful, man. Painful. And also, what that other English brother tried to let you see is to step back and if it was TCA, listening to this brother for a few years, if it was him, I think he threw it up there just to put the shoe on the other foot and say, okay, we call out these guys for doing it, but you guys have done it as well. Yes, you've done it by mistake and it's been a mistake, but I'm going to throw that out there and see your reaction. When nobody's really reacted to defend all the other people, and he tried to say that if it really is TCA, and if it really is TCA, there's still a possibility that they may have his family, God forbid. God forbid. But what has unfolded since has just got these workers of iniquity, these enemies, toasting each other, laughing, sharing and liking. really enjoying this because it's got the Brits, the British, Israelites pitched against the American Israelites. Divide and conquer. And y'all have kind of walked into that by being quick to defend others, which he knew personally, but maybe you guys didn't know personally, just through contact. I don't know. I don't know the full story. I don't know. But what was your first thought? What was your first feeling? We've all been watching this video for years and we all felt that. He didn't show his face. And he hasn't been... His videos have been kind of different. Remember the link, the build he did with Sakari guys? Even then he was kind of reserved and tame and still keeping things funny and light-hearted, no anger. But what I just saw is... But still a little bit of that typical TCA personality, which can easily be faked by a very good actor. And like I said, the voice technology, which, you know, us conspiracy-minded people, we already know this. We've been expecting this. We've been waiting for this. Which is why, like I said earlier, here's my face. There's the shadow. Here I am. Very hard to deep fake. So if that brother is being held somewhere and his channel has been hijacked, and he is being coerced to do this because they have what's most dear to him. It's worked to treat. It's worked to charm. And they're celebrating. Any one of us can be next. Any one of us. But this guy, he showed us so much. And he did it in a way that really angered them. Really taunted them. And also I know where he's coming from when he's focusing more on this community, this Israelite community. He's already been there years, exposing our enemies. But now, just like me, he wants the focus to be on us, because that's what it's really about. And it's not about the anger, it's not about the hatred. No matter how hard it is to let that go, it's not about that. It's about us. It's about us finishing the book. It's about us being better. It's about us. Because how hard is it for the other nations to admit all that's coming out, all this new truth, what they're now learning about the Bible? But also how hard is it for us to know that we agreed to be God's people and we walked away from that, we turned away from that. How hard is it for us to believe that we were the ones who said, crucify him? We were the ones who said, give us Barabbas. It's hard for everyone. So for me, I don't know about you, the focus is, what are we being asked to really do? Okay, we've called out, we've done all the research, we've done all that, we've called out everything. What's next? How do we move on? That's something that's hit me hard, and it's hit me personally. How do you be the light? Sometimes I sit and think, like, there's so many possibilities. Like, does this just go round and round and round in circles? One day, like, for maybe 1,000 years they're the slaves, and then 1,000 years we're the slaves, and the next 1,000 years they're the slaves, and next 1,000 years we're the slaves, and we're supposed to learn something from this, and the Most High's just sitting up there waiting and thinking, when is it gonna click with you people? When is it gonna click with you people? When is it gonna click with you people? I mean, who knows? Who knows where the next stage is? Maybe we go entirely somewhere else. Like, my mind's nuts. Maybe there is, like Star Trek, a federation of planets. And we have to sort out this color thing between us before we can move to the next stage and join the federation of planets. Who knows? The Most High God, he keeps things for himself. And the big test is for us to work this out without knowing that. For us to work this out between us. Because it's vital for the next stage of his creation. A new life, a new planet, a new world. I don't know. But we gotta stop this. There's so many things we gotta stop. Let it play out.